Life doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes the road ahead suddenly disappears, and you find yourself in a wilderness. The job you counted on disappears. The relationship you cherished ends. The future you imagined slips away. You look ahead and see only emptiness. Loneliness settles in. Every step feels risky. This is the landscape of a difficult season, delayed dreams, and the feeling of being stuck. You call out, but there's no answer. The sky is dark. The wilderness tests our hope and makes us feel small and alone. It's easy to believe your story is over, that this barren place is your final stop. But the wilderness is not the end of your story. It's a place where something new can begin. The wilderness is where hope can be reborn. And it's where your journey toward a new beginning quietly starts. Feeling lost in the wild is nothing new. The Israelites, freed from Egypt, expected a quick journey to the Promised Land. Instead, they wandered a harsh wilderness. No way back, no clear way forward. But the wilderness is where God does his deepest work. There, they learned to depend on God for daily bread and water. He guided them by cloud and fire, teaching them he alone is enough. God didn't abandon them. He walked with them and sustained them. The wilderness is not a punishment, but a place of preparation. It's where you learn to walk with God. When the desert feels endless, God speaks hope. Through the prophet Isaiah, God spoke a promise. See, I am doing a new thing. I am making a way in the wilderness, and streams in the wasteland. This isn't just encouragement, it's a declaration of breakthrough. God specializes in making roads where none exist. He looks at your barren landscape and sees a highway. Faith means trusting God is at work, even when you see only obstacles. The Israelites saw this. Trapped by the sea, God made a way. Thirsty, he brought water from a rock. Our wilderness is not a barrier to him, it's a canvas for his power. When you feel stuck, hold on to this promise. God is doing a new thing. It may be small now, just a sprout breaking through hard ground, but it's there. The new path may not lead you back to the life you once knew, but it may lead you somewhere better. God is preparing something new for you. The God who makes streams in wastelands is at work right now. Trust him, even if you can't see the way yet. Watch for the signs of new life. The impossible is God's specialty. Your wilderness is not the end. It's the beginning of something new. God's promise is unfolding, step by step. Stay alert, stay hopeful. The way forward is being made, even now. God's promise of a river in the wasteland is more than poetry. It's real provision. A river brings life to everything it touches, turning deserts into gardens. This is what God's presence does in our hardest seasons. He doesn't just get us through, he brings refreshment right in the middle of our struggle. Sometimes, his provision is obvious, a timely word, unexpected help, or peace that makes no sense. Other times, it's a gentle trickle, a sunrise, a kind gesture, a verse that speaks to your soul. These are streams in your wasteland, signs that God sees you and cares. Don't overlook the small gifts, they are evidence of his nearness. God's river of life is flowing even now into your weariness. Drink from it, and be refreshed. His provision is present, personal, and perfectly timed. Look for the green in your desert. God is sustaining you one day at a time. His presence is your source of life. God rarely shows us the whole map, just the next step. It's like walking a mountain path at night with only a lantern. You see just enough to move forward. Faith means trusting the one holding the light, even when the way is hidden. The Bible is full of people who took steps without knowing the destination. Abraham, the disciples, and many more. They trusted the trailblazer. Your journey is the same. God may be asking you to take a small, uncertain step today. Don't wait to see the whole path. Focus on the next step. Maybe it's forgiveness, seeking help, or simply praying through your fear. Take that step. As you move, God will reveal the next one. He never leads to a dead end. Trust the trailblazer. He knows the way. Your job isn't to see the whole path, but to trust the one who does. Faith grows one step at a time. Keep moving forward. The wilderness can feel isolating, but you are never truly alone. God's promise isn't just to make a way, it's to walk with you. David wrote, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Picture a shepherd guiding his sheep through danger. His presence is their peace. Jesus is that shepherd for you. He knows your fears, your path, your pain. He doesn't wait at the end. He walks beside you through every shadow. When you're weak, he is your strength. When you're afraid, he is your comfort. You are never alone, even when you can't feel him. His presence is steady and sure. Lean into this truth when loneliness closes in. Talk to your shepherd. He listens. The darkest valley is not so dark with him by your side. You are not an orphan in the wilderness. You are a beloved child, led by a loving father. Take a moment and think about the wilderness season in your life. What situation feels impossible right now? Maybe it is a burden you have carried for a long time. Maybe it is a door that seems permanently closed. But remember the promise of God. He is able to make a way where there seems to be none. Even when the desert feels endless, God is already preparing the path ahead. Sometimes the wilderness lasts longer than we expected. Days turn into months, months turn into years. And we begin to wonder if the road will ever appear again. But even in those silent seasons, God is still working. Preparing something we cannot yet see. And when the time is right, the path begins to appear. Every wilderness season ends. Every night gives way to dawn. God's path leads to promise, not more wandering. Like sunrise after a long night, his faithfulness brings new beginnings. One day, you'll look back and see how far you've come. How God guided, provided, and protected you. The struggle will give way to gratitude. The wilderness will become a testimony of God's faithfulness. Don't lose heart. The sunrise is coming. If you're in the valley, remember, the light is ahead. God is walking with you, leading you toward hope. Trust him and keep moving. The best is yet to come. Your wilderness will become a garden, and one day, you will tell the story of the God who made a way when there was none. And your story will testify to the God who makes a way where there is none. And perhaps the wilderness was never the end of the story, but the place where God began a new chapter. A chapter filled with hope, with restoration, and with the quiet evidence that God was making a way all along.